Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. The story of Purim is fascinating with the devotion and the Mesiras Nefesh of Mordechai and Esther and Klal Yisrael, and even during the time of Achashvaros, before the Gzeira, when he was celebrating the Sudas, Aftzalachas, despite to hurt the Yidden to celebrate that his kingship is going to last, etc., etc., he did different things to shtech the Yidden. And he made this great feast for many, many, many days. And the pasuk says, "V'ashasiya kados ein oines." There was abundance of drinking. No one was forced. And the Midrashim and Rashi explained that he gave the best wine, and everybody was able to do what they wanted. Kichein yisad hamelech al kol rav beisoy. Let everybody do what they want and give them the best and the shensta. So Rashi says that they quote the Gemara, Amarava, Lasis Kirtzay Mordechai Vahaman. The achashvaros said, let Mordechai's will be fulfilled, Lahavdil Haman's will be fulfilled. And according to Rashi, Mordechai and Haman were actually the Sarah Mashkin. They were going around filling up people's glasses. Now, there is a question. There are two questions about the Suda, that the celebration of Achashvaros. First of all, how is it possible that simultaneously you should be able to fulfill Ritzayin Mordechai and Ritzayin Haman if Lahavdil Mordechai and Haman there's no greater difference than what Mordechai desires and what Haman desires. So there's something hidden here. So there is a pirush brought in the Sefer Go'in Yaakov on the Masech on Ein Yaakov on the Gemara, and he says like this: Achashvaros, his whole scam here, Rahman Litzlan, was to get the Yidden to do more and more Averis and to further themselves from Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Rahman Litzlan. And for that, he also used kalim of the Beis Hamikdash during that feast, etc. Now, why did what's the point he had to use the kalim from the Beis Hamikdash to serve the wine? So the answer is, he had a goal. His goal is, the more they drink, the more happy they become, and Rahman al-Flan, who knows, it will lead to znus, it will lead to bad and worse, and that was his goal. Now, Mordechai, being the Sarah Mashkin, Mordechai was going around telling people, hey, slow down. Don't drink so much. It's nish Yiddish, it's nish Chassidish. Don't do that. But the problem was Achashvaros here knowing that that's going to happen. And from one hand, Haman is stupt, drink, werd wild. Mordechai would always slow people down from drinking. So how could Achashvaros, what the Gemara calls a melech tipish, how was he able to figure this both out, making both happy? So Achashvaros said, I want you to serve the drinks in the Klei HaMishkan, in the Klei HaMikdash. What's unique about the Klei HaMikdash? Chazal tell us, Sheheimuat HaMachzik Eser Meruba. They were small cups, and those small cups, they looked small, but you were able to fit in a lot in that cup. So that was, it's a nice medrashal, a nice pshat, that this is a small cup of drink, that from one hand, Mordechai gets convinced, it's a little cup. At the same time, being that it's machzik as a maruba, Haman gets happy because there's a lot of wine, and Rahman al-Flan, he was thinking the Yidden van sich vashikren. That's one shot in his using of the Klei HaMikdash. There is a question which is brought in the Marsha and the Maram Shif. Why is it that we have no mention about the Klei Zemer? There's so much mention about the food that was going on and all the kalim. How about instruments, music? There's no mention in the Megillah anything about special music, special bands. And guess what? The Beis Hamikdash had Klei Zemer. There was the harps that the Levim used to play on. Why wouldn't he bring that to be used? And there are different answers. Maybe there was music, maybe intentionally there was no music. But one thing it's for sure, says the Maram Shif, that he did not want to bring up the kinoiros, the harps that were used in the Mikdash, he for sure didn't want to bring. Why? Why all other kalim he didn't care, but the kinnor, the harp, he had a problem with. So Chazal say that the Gemara says that the pasuk al naares bavel sham yashavnu gam bachinu at the lakes of Bavel, the Yidden say we were sitting there crying b'zachrenu asiyain, when we were remembering what happened in Yerushalayim, how life was with the Beis Hamikdash, etc., etc. Ala ravim b'toicha, on the high grass, talinu kineresenu, we hung our harps, and why? Ki sham she'eleinu shuvenu, because our enemies begged of us, or requested of us, please sing Shiru Lanu Mishir Tzion. When the enemy asked the Yidden, sing us some of your songs that you were singing in Beis Hamikdash, and they were holding these harps. So Chazal tell us a tremendous Mesiras Nefesh that the Yidden did. They couldn't allow themselves to sing the Holy Nigunim and the special time as it was in the Beis Hamikdash to just do it now for the Goyim. So they, Rahman al-Islam, went and chopped off their fingers. So they should say they should show them, how are we disabled people able to play? We can't play any music. When Achashvaros heard, or he knew, that these kinairos symbolize, will remind, or at least bring up the schus of the Mesiras Nefesh that Yidden had, that for Yiddishkeit, for the Man Hashem, for the Beis Hamikdash, for the Geula, they're going to go ad Mesiras Nefesh, Rahman al-Islam, even to cut their fingers off. He didn't want to bring those kalim to the Beis Hamikdash. He didn't want to bring those kalim of the Beis Hamikdash to the Suda, not to arouse them to go through that same motivation again. And as it is, like Hudam, as it was back then, that like Hudam Haisa'ira v'Simcha v'Sasim v'Ikar, and the Yidden were Mekabel Torah again, this time by Ratzin, Kain Tiyalonu b'Meheir v'Yameinu.